And bang, what is about Will Feel number one fans and viewers? Scott Casey Gale here. And today I'm going to give you my recap and review of American Crime Story Season 3, Impeachment Episode 3, entitled Not to Be Believed. It was directed by Michael Uppendown, and it was yet another really good episode. Okay, let's begin the recap, shall we? Impeachment American Crime Story Season 3 focuses on Matt Judge, played by Billy Eichner, and the beginning of the Judge Report. Eichner returns as a Ryan Murphy staple and does a stellar job of playing Judge Fedora now. There's a list of conversation, or at least there was, about whether or not Judge was the one to break the story about the Monica Lewinsky Bill Clinton scandal. This week's episode focuses on how Judge always got the major scoops, starting off at the CBS Studios gift shop. He doesn't have much attention from his fellow co-workers, but little do they know he's on his way to the top. Judge captures the attention of Ann Coulter, played by Kobe B. Smulders, who doesn't exactly have things to praise him about. She thinks his way of doing the news is tacky, but all she has to say is that print is dead. He couldn't have been closer to the truth. Things take a drastic turn for Judge when one of Coulter's loyal minions divulges information to him about another woman that is considering suing the president of the United States for sexual harassment. And that is just the start of chaos in this week's episode of Impeachment Crime Story. And Impeachment Crime Story Season 3 recap, the news. With this information, Judge is on the same level as Newsweek reporter Michael Isikoff, played by Danny Jacobs, who has been looking into the same story about Kathleen Willey, played by Elizabeth Weiser. At one point, no one thinks Judge is credible, and they think that the online format is not going to succeed. But this bitterness towards Judge only inspires him to dream bigger, which is why he doesn't wait to report on the scandal news regarding Bill Clinton and Kathleen. Unlike Isikoff, who doesn't want to report on peer gossip, Judge doesn't wait a single second. He beats Isikoff to the punch, who spends all of his time trying to get Linda Tripp, played wonderfully by Sarah Paulson, to talk to him. Linda pretends not to have a stake in all of this gossip, or rather factual statements, but she couldn't be more invested. She gives her personal phone number and then continues to prod Monica Lewinsky, played wonderfully by Beanie Feldstein, for more details about her affair with President Bill Clinton, played wonderfully by Clive Owen. Impeachment American Crime Story Episode 3, The Scandal. The scandal of it all gets more and more complicated as Monica is convinced by Linda to write Clinton an angry letter. It is all part of Linda's plan to create as much drama as possible so she can use the information for her own motives. Linda is even cruel to Kathleen Willey when she finds out from Monica that Willey has been counting the White House since Kathleen screwed her over for the job she was supposed to have. Linda is more than eager to do anything to take her down. At this point in time, Kathleen Willey doesn't have much else going on. Clinton has hurt her. Her husband has left her, and now Linda is trying to add on to all of that. That the moment between her and Linda, all that. So she loves the drama. She loves the pain, and that's all because she has nothing else in her life. Right. Impeachment. The Drudge Report. Linda uses Monica's letter to President Clinton to vent her frustrations. It's a it's a convincing move and low blow to the person that considers her a friend. Of course, that is not going to be the worst thing she does, but more on that and next week's episode. Even though Linda meets with Isikoff, the Drudge Report ultimately reports on the Clinton Willie scandal first. Isikoff does report it eventually, but it's hard to take what anyone says seriously. Both the Drudge Report and Linda Tripp are not to be trusted, but they are now the ones that are part of the reports. Who's to say if anything is worth believing? But Drudge was onto something that no one else was at the time. He knew that hiding behind a screen, spewing facts and lies, is going to be the perfect clickbait. As long as he had that, no one else mattered, and the success was his. And I would wait this episode 4.5 stars, 2 thumbs up, way up, a solid 9 out of 10, and an 8 triple plus. Like I said, I am really enjoying season 3 of American Crime Story Impeachment. Clive Owen is doing a fantastic job as Bill Clinton. Even though that he doesn't look like Bill Clinton, he's doing his best. And he is very creepy as Bill Clinton. The scenes between Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky in this week's episode were pretty creepy. And you could tell that Monica Lewinsky was feeling uncomfortable. I also am really enjoying Judith Light as Susan Carpenter McMillan. She was the perfect actress to play that role because she kind of looks like Susan Carpenter McMillan. So Ryan Murphy hired the white actress to play her. And Sarah Paulson, as I said, is doing an absolute amazing job playing Linda Tripp. Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the next 7 remaining episodes. I like how the episode took place between 1997 and 1998. It is a good show. I highly recommend it. Because if you're a fan of American Crime Story, and if you're a fan of Ryan Murphy, you will love season 3 of American Crime Story. As I said, my favorites, I still like the People versus O.J. Simpson season 1 of American Crime Story the best. I like the assassination of Gianna Versace, and I'm even really enjoying American Crime Story season 3 Impeachment. I mean, Ryan Murphy knows how to retell a real life event, and he knows how to hire the perfect actors and actresses. He is doing a fantastic job. Anyway, you comment down below in the comment section. Tell me what you thought about this episode, what you liked, and what your favorite season of American Crime Story was. And what do you think of Clive Owen's performance as President Bill Clinton? Anyway, I will be back here next week to do my recap and review of American Crime Story season 3 Impeachment episode 4 entitled the Telephone Hour. That looks like it's going to be a very, very interesting episode. Anyway, you all have a good night, and I'll see you next week.